Hi, and welcome to My Story with CareCredit. We all have stories, but what makes these stories unique is that they are about people who are able to get life-changing treatment, procedures, or medical care for themselves, their family, and their pets. All of the people featured on My Story with CareCredit did it with their CareCredit credit card. CareCredit is a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want now and pay over time with everyday promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. CareCredit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care whenever you need and want it. I'm your host, Amy Frena, and today we're talking to a mother and her daughter who needed some emergency dental work prior to having a major surgical procedure. How did they handle this unexpected expense? Let's find out.
Hello, I'm Candy.
And I'm Tatum.
And we've used CareCredit a little over a year now. Well, Tatum had a health issue, scoliosis, since she was 12 years old.
Scoliosis is basically a curvature of the spine and it progresses, so I had to get a surgery for it so that way the curve didn't progress.
We needed to get all of her dental issues clear before she could get the surgery. So we needed to get a lot of dental work done. When we went to the dentist, we found it was going to be about a $5,000 bill. So the associate at the office told me about CareCredit, and that was a huge help at the time. We got our work done the next week. We went ahead and did all the dental work we could prior to give it enough time to heal. She had, I believe it was 2 root canals, 2 teeth pulled, and a deep cleaning. CareCredit was a huge help to us and our family.
Thank you, CareCredit, for being there for us.
Thank you, CareCredit, for being with us in our time of need.
Hey, I'm Amy, and we are live in the studio today with Tatum and Candy. How are you, ladies?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I'm also great.
All right. They're here to share a little bit about their CareCredit story. So we're right here in this really cool loft studio in downtown LA. So, Mom.
Yes.
Can I call you Mom?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Where and when did you first hear about CareCredit?
Tatum needed some emergency dental work, and we went to our dentist office, and they told us about CareCredit, the associate at the front.
Right, so right there, so you take her to the dentist. I'm sorry, by the way, it's never fun to go there. And they tell you, well, she needs quite a few things done or whatever.
Yes.
And the fun part, this is what it's going to cost.
Yes.
And you said, okay, how do we do this? So the lady at the front, the receptionist said...
Yes, she offered me an opportunity to use CareCredit.
Okay.
She said it's a quick approval process, which was a huge help because it was an emergency situation.
Gotcha.
So it was a no-brainer for our family to be able to get her work done. So we were able to, just on my phone, I was able to get approved right away.
Okay.
And it worked out perfect. She was still getting examined, and the list kept growing, and it was going more and more. So because of her surgery, I was going to have to take a couple months off work, so that was already a financial burden that was coming up. So this was just a huge help for our family.
So she had a surgery plus this going on?
Yeah, she has scoliosis, and she'd been with CHOC since she was 12 years old.
Oh my goodness.
She had to get a major surgery done, and she had to have no risk of infection, a clean mouth, and she couldn't have dental work for a year after surgery. So that's why it was an emergency situation.
Gosh, I can't imagine. So you're trying to rush and get the dental work done.
Yes.
Prior to the surgery.
Yes.
So you already know, okay, we're having surgery. This is an expense as well.
That's
now the dental work was a little bit unplanned, probably.
Yeah,
as well.
we'd known she'd have surgery for many years, but we kept getting held back because she had an underlying problem, and all of a sudden it was okay, she's clear, and she'd been with them since she was 12 and had the same orthopedic surgeon. He was wonderful, so that's why we had to get it done quickly, and I was left without that $5,000 check of having to write in the dental office. I was able to pay it off in a little over a year, and it was just such a great peace of mind to not have to worry
bet.
about that on top of everything else.
Yeah, you had a lot going on. It's I
Yeah.
don't want to think about the finances. I want what's best for my daughter, and I want to
Yes.
be able to move forward.
Absolutely.
How did all this make you feel? I know you probably weren't in charge of the finances, but
Yeah.
just obviously knowing you have a surgery lingering, and then also the rush to get the dental work
Yeah.
done. How did you feel inside?
I'm a little bit nervous.
Of course, a
Upset.
little bit. I'd be really nervous.
Yeah. So it was really nice for my mom to be able to use Care Credit, so that way she didn't have to worry about paying $5,000 right away.
And she could focus on being
Yeah,
mom
so she
and
didn't
taking
have to
care of
be
you. And
stressed. Yeah.
right. Gosh. Okay. So you get the Care Credit credit card,
Yes.
and you're able to pay for the dental work.
Yes.
How are you feeling at this point? Are you feeling relieved, and you're like, okay, on to the next thing?
Yes, again, it was I didn't expect the bill to be that high. I thought she'd go in needing, maybe half of that.
Right.
And so, but, you just get it done and put it behind you and just move on. So it was definitely put us at ease to just concentrate on her health.
Gotcha.
And since then, we've actually used my existing Care Credit line for her sister.
Oh, that was you are
yeah.
just nailing all my next questions. Okay, so you have used the Care Credit credit card again.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Her sister, oh gosh, maybe 6 months ago needed some dental work, and so it wasn't quite that much, but it was just, why not use it?
Right.
It's just so handy instead of writing, another $1,500 check just to have, months to pay it.
Right.
And it
The
just
promotional
makes it easier.
financing. Yep.
Yes,
Made it easier and lightened the burden.
absolutely.
So how did the dental work go? Were you like, you walked out of there and you're like, cool, I'm done? Or was there
Yeah,
recovery
so
time?
I just had to go back a couple times for them to do separate things, and then once I was done, it was pretty much over. I wasn't really in pain or anything.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
What was the timeline between the dental work and then the surgery?
Yeah, so we did the dental work in May and the surgery was in July. So we had to make sure that we did it a month prior of the surgery.
Good. Well, we're happy we could have been there with you on the journey.
Yes, thank you.
So if you could write a review based on your experience with Care Credit entirely, what would you say?
Oh gosh, I would definitely give it a 5-star. I've referred it to friends and coworkers. The peace of mind and how easy the whole process was. It's truly, I don't know why anyone wouldn't use it. I'm just so thankful for them, again, to help our family at the time of need.
Oh, I bet.
And in the future,
Right.
we'll just continue to use it. Absolutely.
Great. I know you didn't use the card per se,
Yeah.
but what would you say about your
I
whole
would
experience with
say
it?
that it helped my family a lot so that my mom could be there for me during my surgery.
So important.
And I would recommend it to people just based off of my mom's experience.
Really. Oh, ladies, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and we appreciate it, and we wish you a healthy and happy life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great to know that Care Credit was there when her and her mom needed it. Remember, Care Credit is a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want now and pay over time with everyday promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. Care Credit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care whenever you need and want it. If you are interested in applying for a Care Credit credit card or would like to find a provider in your area who accepts Care Credit, visit us at carecredit.com.